I just want to do a little more filming before we leave. I guess the topic of this video will be, what should a vegan do when they find a dead body in the forest? Well, to start off, they would do what any normal person would do, and that is make a video.
Let's go make some videos. Hey, hey, let's go make some videos.
So I went home, got my camera and a couple dogs. Then it's out to the forest. Okay, once the cameras are rolling, the second thing you want to do is make sure that the body is dead. This eliminates any unnecessary suffering, and that is the vegan thing to do. And there's another thing that a vegan should do, anybody should do. It's especially a vegan thing, that is to not have the death be in vain. This is where the dogs come in handy. Since dogs eat meat anyway, why have this meat go to waste? We can take off now. Oh, did I mention that the dead body is not human? It's an animal. About 2 weeks ago, a famous YouTuber named Logan made a video, very similar, called "We Found a Dead Body in the Japanese Suicide Forest." I want to talk about that. His video was controversial. It caused a whole bunch of issues. YouTube got in a little trouble. They should have taken down the video, but instead it got into what's called Google's preferred ad platform, where it made a whole bunch. Well, he said he didn't monetize the video, but it got him a lot of attention. Now, a lot of people are talking about this video, but there's certain things they're not talking about, and that's where I come in. First, an interesting note, this video, a lot of people talking about it. It's got to be rare, one of the only videos on YouTube saying, "I found a dead body," and he happens to be a famous YouTuber already. Is that a coincidence? Well, I disbelieved this story at first, but it seems to be true. And they say it's not uncommon to find a dead body in this area, which is probably why he went there. Think about it, this famous YouTuber was so desperate for more and more views that he traveled to this place where he was likely to find something that would get him a ton more views. And this is what YouTube's coming to.
This guy has 50 million views and he just says wobble, 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 wobble. The less thinking you do, the more popular you are online. So let's make a video that we put no thought into and break the internet. Think about it, but don't, because again, that is the key to failure.
As someone wrote here on the internet, an article, what Logan Paul did was illustrate a disturbing truth that has been behind many of YouTube's most recent controversies. And that is, YouTube's algorithms incentivize creators to make things that are designed to be shared, and shocking footage is one of the things that gets views. The dead body video is the dark cousin of YouTube's clickbait problem, where creators give their videos provocative but misleading titles in order to drive views. In this case, he went out of his way to create a specific title he wanted and have it be true. YouTube statements include, "Our hearts go out to the family of the person featured in this video." Yes, that's one problem here, is that this was a person. And I want to get into that a little bit. There's something that people aren't talking about. The person is one thing, there's something else. Logan's video is considered controversial, but my video right here won't be, will it? And do you think it might have something to do with that it's not a human body? Do people not care as much about animals? Well, of course not. We can see that. But what I find ironic is that people don't seem to care as much about humans. As they say, They act like they do. Which brings me to the big point I wanted to make here. What people aren't talking about. Did Logan in this video, or anyone else, talk about why Japan has a Japanese suicide forest? Or why the suicides have been going up? We're totally missing the story. I also guessed correctly that the dead person in Logan's video was male. How did I do that? Imagine if the body was female. Imagine how people would react then. You'd have people saying, why'd she go to, what's going on out there in Japan? But no one's saying, what's going on in Japan where they got a suicide forest and you can expect to see dead people there anytime you visit? Well, there's many reasons. Yes, it is true that Japan has been having big economic problems since the 90s. This reminds me of just like a week ago. Remember at the Golden Globe Awards? The Me Too stuff going on and wearing black for all the female actress victims of Hollywood. One woman wore a shirt that says, "Poverty is sexist." This created some controversy, but mostly because people thought it made zero sense. I was irritated because we know it's suggesting that women are more affected by poverty. That is the opposite of the truth. It's men who are more affected by poverty, but we don't talk about it. This is why I assumed that Logan's body was male, because there is a big problem going on in Japan that's mostly affecting the males. And it makes me think of the video that I've been wanting to do for a while now. I think my vegan audience would be interested to know that there's a group of men in Japan who are being called the herbivore man of Japan. Not because they're vegan, though. It's related to this situation going on. Something's going on with men there. But Japan's government response to this isn't to try to help men with the problems, because that's not how humanity treats men. There's a double standard. Other problems going on in Japan include academic pressures, depression, overwork. Guess who's overworking? Financial struggles, and unemployment. The other thing I'm aware of that fits in here is there are men who are killing themselves for the insurance. Their life insurance will go to their wife and kids. That's how bad things are in their society, looking the other way. So basically, people are prejudiced, racist, speciesist, and sexist all over. I thought humanity's getting bitter. If there's still vegans who thought that, wait till you see my next video. Big news coming up. It'll blow your vegan mind.
And personally, just based off of YouTube's actions over the past day, I'm incredibly nervous. This YouTuber by the name of Ian Kung, he made a parody of Logan Paul's video. His video showcases a fake dead person and his commentary on using a suicide for views and how it's disgusting. YouTube very quickly removed that video. And most likely the video would have stayed down, but luckily there was a lot of community support, people saying, YouTube, this isn't right. The video then gets put back up. Obviously, there are tons of views that are missed out on.
Yeah, for the last year, we've been putting up with YouTube demonetizing or removing our videos for little things or nothing. Then, classically enough, this 22-year-old punk who's really famous, YouTube puts them in their preferred ad platform, and he ends up making a video, the ultimate offensive clickbait video. And then they've got to punish him. Yeah, that's typical. YouTube says, if a video is graphic, it can only remain on the site when supported by appropriate educational or documentary information. And in some cases, it will be age-gated. So let's see. My video has educational properties. There's a whole point to this video. Many points, as a matter of fact. So let's see what happens to this educational video.